Carey, how do you feel?
Just kind of disappointed, to be honest. Obviously it was a tough end of the year, and kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth.
Can you tell us about the injury, the nature, and what's next for you on that score?
Well, it was a second degree MCL sprain, so I think the doc said it'll take about 6 weeks to fully recoup from that.
When you went down, did you know? It certainly looked that way. That it was not good.
Yeah, well, it happened on the tying goal actually, and then I knew something had happened to it right away, and I tried to skate it off and make a save at the end of the game. And I knew I was in trouble.
Which leg?
It was my left leg.
And what kind of rehab would you have to go through during the off season?
There's no surgery required, so it's looking pretty good. Doc said that I'll heal 100%. It'll just take a few weeks.
An eerie similarity how your season ended last year and this year, just with respect to injury in general.
Yeah, it's a tough way to go out, but it's the playoff style of hockey. Guys are going to the net, and this injury was kind of unfortunate, the way the timing of it. So.
Did you just go down awkwardly, or do you know what happened specifically?
Yeah, I just it was on the goal, so I was just trying to get my butt on the ice and get my knees together, and your knees aren't supposed to bend like that. And I felt the sharp pain in the pop, and I knew I was in trouble.
But obviously, you thought you could play through it, or at least for a brief period.
Pardon?
It looked like you tried to play through it.
Yeah, I tried. Obviously, I tried to just skate it off. But when you injure your knee doing the thing that you need to do every day, it makes it kind of tough.
Would you say this playoff series was just bad luck for this entire team? It just seems we couldn't get the balances, players getting injured, calls from the refs that weren't necessarily the right ones.
Yeah, it was a tough one, but we can't make excuses. I thought we had plenty of opportunities in that series to own it, and it just didn't happen for us.
What would you say the major difference was for this team this year compared to years prior?
I really like the attitude we carried all season. Obviously coming from where we were last year to where we wound up at the end of this year is positive, but at the end of it all, the way it ended, it always leaves a bad taste in the mouth, and we'll just have to use that for motivation over the course of the summer and get ready to make bigger strides next year.
Carey, I guess you've been given every indication that you'll be 100% training camp next season.
Yeah. It's Doc said it was an injury that will heal 100%. I won't be even required to wear a knee brace. So right now I'm just kind of got to wait it out.
Carey, can you give us an idea of how banged up you were through the course of the season? Because just think back to training camp, there was a shootout goal in that free game for the fans, and it just seems like that there were dings or strains or stuff like that might have been plaguing you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you play through a lot of things. I was fairly healthy for the course of the season. Towards the end, it was a little bit more sore. I had a few things going on from the previous year, so hopefully over the course of the summer everything will be back to normal.
Carey, it's a more difficult playoff run for you because Anderson was playing such good hockey in net there, and there's obviously that comparison.
Yeah, it's always tough when the other guy plays well. You can't take anything away from his game. He played well. His team played well in front of him. They deserve to win the series.
Carey, you always
Hockey gods?
I believe in God, yeah. Not hockey gods.
you always think you're going to win a playoff series with a win, but I didn't think feel like Ottawa was an opponent going in. Was there a preference either way?
We knew they were a good team with a good goaltender, and we knew they were going to play physical, and they brought everything that we expected, and they just played well. They needed to do to win the series.
Carey, what's your sense of how your game has progressed this season, generally?
Overall, it was a pretty fun year. Obviously, the last last 3 weeks of the season was a tough stretch, but like I said, there's a lot of positives to take out of this year, and obviously we want to find the areas we need to improve to make this team a champion.
Have you got things that you want to improve? You talked about last summer was about shootouts and things like that. Is there stuff that going into this summer you think okay, you need to work on?
Yeah, well, I think next season they'll be a little bit easier to manage. Obviously, with the short season, it was tough to get in a lot of work. We're playing just about every other day, it felt, and I don't think we got quite as much one-on-one time working with PG as we wanted this year. But I think over the course of next season, we'll be able to straighten that out.
Carey, going to head back out west pretty soon, or?
Well, I got to get cleared first. I'm not going to get cleared right away. I'll have to wait for this to get healed up, and then I'll head home.
Carey, when you're talking about stuff that from previous years that started to act up this year, is there anything that you're going to need to have surgery done on, or any procedures over the course of the summer?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to go talk. I haven't had my exit physical yet, so I got a few things I still got to talk over with Doc yet.
Carey last the last 3 weeks being difficult. Pardon me. The last 3 weeks being difficult, then playoffs arrived. How tough was it for you mentally to say, "Man, I'm not playing my best in the playoffs are already here"? Or were you comfortable going in?
Yeah, I was pretty comfortable. Like I said, we had an opportunity to take the series and make it our own. Obviously, the first game we would have liked to go better, but we were a goal away from tying the series up. And obviously, I wind up going down, and that was all she wrote. Like, we get down 3-1 in that game, and it didn't go our way in the last game, but we were that close to tying it, and we could be looking at a different story right now.